Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update our story because right now all we have is story 1, story 2, and so on and so forth. I also am going to go ahead and add some background images so that our application has a little bit more life to it. I just want to say that if you have a different story you want to tell, that's perfectly fine. And it's actually encouraged. Using a different story than mine might help you make this more your own and make the application feel more realistic and be more interesting to work on. Also, these images, well, we will have them available for you. I certainly encourage you to go online, find your own images. Sure you can find better images, and for some of you out there, maybe you'll even design your own images. Let's get started. We're first going to navigate to ccfactory.m so that we can update our tile objects. And I'm going to go ahead and remove story 1, and instead I'm going to write Captain. We need a fearless leader such as yourself to undertake a voyage. And let's say you must stop the evil pirate boss. Would you like a blunted sword to get started? And what we'll be doing later is we'll be adding the ability to pick up a blunted sword when the user presses the action button. But for now, we're just going to add our story and we're going to set it up. We're going to be doing this for a bunch of other tiles, hinting at the types of things the user is going to be able to do if they press the action button based on our story. But for now, we're just going to set it up. So let's go ahead and also add a background image for our tile. So we're going to say background image. But the problem is I don't have any images for my project yet. So I'm going to go into the supporting files. I'm going to create a new group, file, new group. And I'm going to go ahead and call this group images for background. And I'm going to go ahead and shrink my Xcode so that I can see my desktop. And I happen to have my folder already open where I've saved all my pirate images. So I'm going to go ahead and select all my images at one time and drag them into the images for background group. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have destination copy items into destination folder if needed. And I'm also going to make sure that I have add to target selected. This is very important because if we don't add it to our target project, we won't be able to access the file. So I'm going to go ahead and press finish, and I'm going to confirm that it added all of my files. Notice that I have both JPG and JPEG files. So when we're writing the image name, we're going to have to be very careful to use the proper name because if they don't match identically, our computer program is not going to be able to locate these files. So I can go ahead and make my Xcode larger again. And I'm going to go ahead and set this image equal to UI image, image named, and we're going to use the pirate start here. So we're going to do pirate start .jpg. And now I've updated my first tile. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these tiles. If you think you have the process down, you're using your own story and your own files, feel free to skip forward in this video. But I'm going to go ahead and do it all for brevity's sake so that you can see exactly how I got my solution to work. So for tile 2, I'm going to go ahead and update my story here as well. And the story will instead read, you have come across an armory. Would you like to upgrade your armor to steel armor? And oh, it looks like I forgot to add a question mark up here. This is a question. Would you like a blunted sword to get started? So I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. And for tile 2, we also need a background image. So we're going to say tile2 dot background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we'll use the pirate blacksmith image for this. So we're going to say pirate blacksmith.jpeg, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this name is again identical to the name I have here. We're going to be able to check all of these once we run our application to make sure everything got entered in correctly. So if for some reason you're not seeing an image, just go back and make sure that you put the correct name in. So I'm going to go ahead and update story 3 next. And let's say a mysterious dock appears on the horizon. Should we stop and ask for directions? And let's go ahead and update our background image for this one. So we'll say tile3.background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we'll say this pirate friendly doc dot jpg. And I'm going to skip down. We're going to update tile 4 next. So we're going to update the story here. And we can say you have found a parrot. Parrots, this can be used in your armor slot. Parrots are a great defender and are fiercely loyal to their captain. And I'm going to go ahead and add a background image. So we can do tile 4 dot background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we can set this equal to parrot dot jpg. And next I'm going to update tile 5. And I'm going to change the name so we can say the story, you have stumbled upon a cache of pirate weapons. Would you like to upgrade to a pistol? And I'm going to go ahead and change the background image as well. So we can say UI image, and we can say image named, and I quote pirate weapons dot jpg, jpeg. And I'm going to go ahead and update tile 6 next. So again, we're doing the story first. And the story will say, you have been captured by pirates and are ordered to walk the plank. Oh no. And let's update the background image for this as well. So we'll say background image is equal to UI image, image named, at quote pirate plank dot jpg. And now let's update tile 7. So for this one we'll say you have sighted a pirate battle off the coast. Should we intervene? And let's go ahead and add a background image. We'll say UI image, image named, and we'll say this is our pirate ship battle.jpeg. And let's update tile 8 next. So the legend of the deep, the mighty kraken appears. And let's add a background image for this as well. So we'll say tile 8 dot background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we'll say pirate octopus attack dot jpg. And now I'm going to update tile 9. So we'll say you have stumbled upon a hidden cave of pirate treasure. And we have to give this a background image. So tile 9 dot background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we'll say pirate treasure dot jpeg. And next we're going to update tile 10. So let's say a group of pirates attempts to board your ship. And I can go ahead and give this a background image as well. So tile 10 dot background image is equal to UI image, image named, and we can say pirate attack dot jpeg. And I can go ahead and update tile 11. and we'll update the story. We're almost there. We'll say, in the deep of the sea, many things live and many things can be found. And we'll say, will the fortune bring help or ruin? And let's go ahead and update the background image. So tile11.background image is equal to UI image, image named. And actually it looks like there's a little typo here. We should say pirate treasurer 2.jpg. It'd be nicer if it said treasure, but as long as we have the right file name, we're going to be able to access this correct file, and that's the most important thing. And finally, let's do tile 12. This will be the fight with our boss. So we're going to say, your final face-off with the fearsome pirate boss. And let's add an exclamation point. This is our final battle. We'll be able to say tile12.background image is equal to UI image, image named, at quote, pirate boss.jpg. And now that we've updated all of our tiles, let's go ahead and implement all of these changes into my application. And it's important that when we implement these changes that we test and we make sure that each of our tiles is updating properly, because there's a very real possibility that I might have a typo in here and I might be loading an incorrect image, right? I might have added like a case incorrectly and it won't be able to find that file. And when we check right now, it'll be very obvious to us that that's the issue, because this is the only thing we've changed in code. So let's go to ccviewcontrol.m, and inside of viewDidLoad, we have an update tile method. So let's go ahead and add to our update tile method. So we're going to go find update tile, and we've already updating our story label, so our new tile model story will automatically be added. But what we're not doing is updating the background image. So we're going to be able to say self.backgroundImageView.image is equal to tile model.backgroundImage. So let's go ahead and run our application. And now we see that my background image is updating properly. And let's make sure that all of our background images are updating. So let's go east. We'll go east again. We'll go east one more time. Go north. Go back west. And it appears that I got in everything correctly. But again, if for some reason you're not seeing these background images, confirm that the names you typed are identical to the file names. And this is just a very good practice to get into testing what you're doing. You should also confirm that all of your stories are updating properly as well. So go through and make sure that they all kind of make sense with the images that we have set up as well. And again, feel free to make these stories different, use your own images. By no means do you have to stick to the script that I created.